Okie dokie. We got yellow. Because the bumblebees. Welcome back to Every Disney Movie Ever. My name is Justin, watching Every Disney Movie Ever. Today we are going to talk about Den Brother. Den Brother is a 2010 Disney Channel original movie about a very selfish boy named Alex who gets humbled and learns his lesson when helping his little sister's bumblebee troop. It is directed by Mark L. Taylor, cinematography by David A. Makin, editing by Mark Conte, music by John Van Tongeren, and it's written by James Krieg. The film stars Hutch Dano as Alex, Genevieve Hanelius as Emily, Maurice Godin or Godin as Professor Pearson, David Lambert as Goose, and Kelsey Asbille as Matisse. This was genuinely kind of funny, especially in the beginning. It got some solid actual laughs out of me. First one was when the dad was leaving Alex and Emily alone for the first time in the movie, and he tells Alex to make his sister eat vegetables from the frozen dinner, and Emily, behind their dad's back, Emily looks at the brother like, no, please, ugh, and Alex just goes, he's like, I'm not gonna make you eat the freaking vegetables. What? And brother, sister, older brother, younger sister, true moment. It was so good. And then the next thing that made me laugh, probably the hardest something made me laugh in this, was Alex, while talking to Goose about Matisse, the girl he has a crush on, says she's smart. And Goose says, yeah, we know that from the fact that she won't go on a date with you. Oh man, it was so good. I died. I was like, Goose, you read him for filth while also complimenting Matisse. And I was living for that. This movie was brutal to Alex, which rightfully so, because Alex was a brat and a half, so selfish. There is a parent death. They talk about their mom dying. This was surprisingly better than I expected. I'd never seen it. I remember seeing the commercials for this. I mean, it looks dumb. I'm but I'm pretty much kind of past my Disney Channel time. I don't think I'll tune in for that one. And then I never saw it. So going into it, I was expecting it to be kind of trash, but it was good. I mean, it wasn't the best. It's a DCOM. Not that DCOMs can't be good. We've had a few that are excellent, but this was better than I expected, which is always a fun and pleasant surprise. However, there is one thing about this that I think if they had really nailed it, this would have been I really like this, I might revisit this DCOM. And it's Alex's redemption at the end. He is genuinely a selfish brat 90% of this movie. He does a lot of stuff that just makes you go, okay, oh my god, we get it, you're self-involved. Holy heck. And at the end, when finally everything's coming to a head, everyone freaking hates his guts, rightfully so, there is an excellent scene between him and his dad where Alex keeps saying, punish me, ground me for 3 weeks, ground me for 6 weeks, have me do housework, have me do yard work, have me do all these kind of things. And the dad says, no, I'm not gonna punish you, because then you'll have felt that you've done your time and can be over it. I want you to sit in the consequences of your actions, etc., etc. He said something else that was excellent, but I'm not going to be able to capture just how good it was. It was the perfect. It was just perfect. And Aubrey and I were like, yo, this dad is the best Disney Channel dad we've ever seen. He's so good. And also, shout out Maurice Godin, because he delivered that. It was so good. But literally less than 30 seconds later, Alex takes a dog across the street, and the neighbor is like, I could be the den mother for the bumblebees. So it feels very this dad just gave this speech about how he has to deal with the consequences of his actions, and then he's immediately given an out by getting a real dead mother and giving the dead mother and like can like make it up that way, where it's like the dad just gave this speech. So my one like Achilles heel for this movie is like, I wish there had been something showing Alex's true remorse, because if he was truly remorseful and then like went and tried to fix it truly and not in a selfish way of like he just wants to feel better, I would have believed it. But it was coming off very like, I'm doing this just so I'll feel better and feel less guilty, which is still from the selfish zone, instead of being like truly remorseful. And then I'm not so sure either, like toward the end of that, when he's like being generous with his team and when he dresses up as the den mother and like all that kind of stuff, I'm not so sure it's believable. And I think that might have been a Hutch Dano problem. Like he was very believable as the brat and a half superstar. I don't know if I necessarily believed his remorse. So it was also just a short time for the remorse and such a long time to build up how much we loathed him. So they had that going against them. But otherwise, like, it is good. Like, it's a better decom for sure, and way better than I thought it was going to be, which is a nice, nice surprise. My favorite part is definitely the scene with the dad telling him to feel the weight of his consequences or whatever. Oh man, it's so good. And then my least favorite part is either when he goes onto the ice still dressed up as Miss Zamboni and like wins the game for everyone and then is a selfish brat, or when he like is supposed to be feeling the weight of his consequences and then immediately it's like almost solved for him. So awful. Recommend, I suppose. I think it was pretty decent, so if you've never seen it, go ahead and give it a watch. Watch again, I'm not so sure. I think if they had really sold me on the remorse side of things and really shown me a true redemption, I might be more inclined to watch it. But otherwise, probably not. I'm probably going to go back to other decoms that have been better and ones that I like grew up with. Specific moments. Him letting his friends take the fame, while amazing. Again, I don't know if I necessarily believed it. Him getting the all-star team would have been nice had I truly felt he learned something. And then he definitely shouldn't have gotten Matisse. Like, no. She should have been over that. Like, and absolutely not. I don't know. This was fun. I had a nice time. I had some genuine laughs, which is always a hard thing for me, especially out loud. You normally get like the, or huh, but not like a ha ha, or like a true laugh instead of a fake one I just did. I just wish we had gotten more of him learning, but otherwise it's pretty decent. That's going to be everything I have for Dead Brother. My final rating is 6 bumblebees out of 10. Our total movie count is. Our parent death toll is. Card count is still the same. If you want to keep up with the movie I'm watching when, follow me on all socials to find out what movie I'm watching when. I put up videos every Monday and Friday and sometimes Wednesday. Join Patreon. I got a tier starting at just $1. You get every video a week early and a coupon code for merch and exclusive merch access. Just saying. Just saying. Buy merch. Merch is great. Merch is grand. Until next time, comment, like, and subscribe, but I'm not in charge of your life. You are, so you do, and don't be... I like really want to say Alex about it because his redemption isn't very believable. So like for 95% of this movie, don't be Alex about it. Excellent. Finished. It's 10:26. Let's go.